Down by the riverside.
And we are live. Welcome back. Smoke and Mirrors, episode 110, where we have scoured the world and the World Wide Web too for all the movie news. How we going there, big dogs? We good?
Yeah, good man.
It's good. That is good. I am also doing well. Good weekend. Very good weekend. Had a Christmas party on the Friday and got the nice little surprise that they were doing house spirits for free as well as beer and wine. So it was I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of remember getting home. I was just telling B before I was fucking gone. I don't even remember some of the texts I was sending.
Jeez.
Yeah.
House spirits is always dangerous.
Yeah, and it was bourbon the whole night too.
Jesus, I
Yeah.
never knew
So I
you
got
for a bourbon drinker.
Ah. There's a really nice one, Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse is really good. Really nice. It's not too sweet, but then I can't do bourbon on the reg. Bourbon is too much.
Makes me think of that Carl Rittenhouse.
yeah.
Yeah. How you living there, Dave? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I got my Christmas party on Thursday and it's beer, wine, spirits, and cocktails.
Fucking hell.
See, that's dangerous.
Yeah, it's extremely dangerous.
I was ready for big nights.
Mm.
What do you call it? But no. Moving into our news for the week there. So we've had all this news come through, talking about Cavill. He's left The Witcher. Liam Hemsworth has replaced him. And there's like all this talk about coming back as Superman. And it's finally come out now that people are sort of cutting those rumors down. So there's no word yet on any Man of Steel sequel. They said, yeah, there is one that could possibly happen, but there's no director that's attached, there's no script, and there's no working agreement or anything with Cavill to actually come back as Superman.
It's just a fat one, bloody Cavill as Superman. Nobody wants to see it get made.
I reckon.
Because then someone would have to assume blame. And nobody wants to take the fall for that.
100%. It's fucking wild.
I also think a lot of this shit came together too quick, like the James Gunn, Peter Safran thing. Like, while it's good, they're developing a lot of that shit now. So it's not like they had the plays ready to go and Cavill was like, yep, I'm first cab off the ranks. Man of Steel 2 is a good thing to go. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's just like, yeah, we'll have you in there. Like, it could end up being that he just gets his sequel and then, done. That could be in, 4 or 5 years. And in all that time, he gave up that Witcher money. They could have finished the show.
He didn't want to finish the show because the O's didn't take the source material seriously. Like they would openly rag on the source material, and Cavill doesn't like that type of thing. That O's like big into lore. So you know how what were we playing? God of War, and you'd pick up the lore, and we'd never read it.
Yeah.
Cavill would read it. He's big like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of there is the whole if you're gonna do something, do it properly, incorporate the law. But then when it translates to film, sometimes it doesn't translate the way that it should.
Yeah.
So you got to condense it and change it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not like Bartkowiak's books. Is it Bartkowiak? No, Sapowski.
Sapowski.
Yeah.
His books was
directed too.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And Cradle of the Grave.
Yeah.
But it's not like his books were so massive that they were like George R. R. Martin style.
Yeah. But it was for Cavill. It was more of like Geralt's abilities. You know what I mean? So did you know that he could do this? We could do this in this scene, and it just they'd laugh it out the room.
But I found that in the show though. Like Geralt was in some parts bitch made.
Yeah. He's supposed to be really, really strong.
Yeah. And knowledgeable and like he's supposed to be the O that you need in a tight space pause.
Yeah. Because as part of, the origin of a Witcher, you are learned, like you are a very smart individual because you are taken as like a young kid and you're studying, you're training, you're put through all those mutations as well because it's very much so a Spartan type of like affair. You either live or you die.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the physical training goes hand in hand with the the what's his face training,
The mental.
the mental training,
Yeah.
because that builds the fortitude. If they know, if they can sort of see a monster and then know exactly what to do after that, like it makes them better killers
That's right.
essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a part of The Witcher 3 and 2 that I fucking loved was going on those hunts for monsters that are plaguing the villages, but you investigate prior to actually fighting them.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then you can still make that choice if you want to kill them or you find out something behind it and it's like, oh no, this monster is actually like the werewolf one where it's actually that dude. Shit like that. That's cool.
Doesn't he let
Yeah.
that O go?
You can choose to either kill him
Choose to,
and or you can let him go and then he like kills the sister or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think it's probably better off that Cavill leaves before it gets sullied even further. Because by the end of the season 2 of Witcher, I was like, yeah, didn't live up to the hype.
Yeah. I feel like there wasn't enough Geralt in season 2 because I can't remember too much of him, or at least too much of Geralt doing his thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Do you know why?
1000%. It
Because
was like that.
the best parts of that season happened very early.
Mm-mm.
Mm,
So that whole what's his face episode, where he that with the tusks and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah,
yep.
That's like the first episode, man.
yeah,
That's the only thing I
Shit.
remember.
yeah. And the last battle, which Geralt was kind of absent from as well, or didn't do as much damage.
Yeah, he just showed up
Yeah.
there in the end.
True. Because the only thing I remember is fucking when they're in that bathhouse and there's like bandits chase down Ciri and Yennefer and then he shows up and it's like the quickest like 40-second fight and that's it.
I don't
Yeah.
even remember that.
All I know is all those shows that came out during the Blovid era
Mm,
were dog shit, fucking trash. Not
yeah.
one
Except
of
for
them was good.
Extraction.
Which one?
Extraction.
Like, Extraction was different. Extraction
Lightning
had
in a
that-
bottle.
Mm. And now we might not even get more Extraction after the second one.
Yeah, it's true.
Extraction came out in 2020, yeah. April 24, so it was a month after COVID was living it.
Extraction held me down for a little while there.
Yeah,
It
that's
did.
true.
It did actually.
I've watched Extraction like 4 or 5 times already.
Really?
And I
I've
think
only-
I think
Yeah.
3 of those times were within the first like 4 months of that movie coming out.
Jesus.
I only watched that movie once.
Same.
I enjoy the shit out of that movie. Like
Oh,
that one shot is spectacular.
I know I like the movie. I just wish the movie.
Same.
I
Needs a
don't
good
like
disc
Netflix. I
release.
wish Netflix. Yeah, I wish Netflix would do more disc releases.
Same.
Like the Gray Man. The Gray Man would be amazing on disc.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
very true.
Anyway, so there's a story that's been going around now, and it's saying that Gen Z, which is T Dogs.
Oh no,
Gen-
I'm Gen Y. I'm still in Gen Y, I think.
Gen Z then.
I think
Me?
2001 onwards, I think.
Right.
Mm.
So my nephews,
Yeah.
they're the movie that they're most looking forward to and most excited for is Avatar 2, which is crazy to me because Avatar came out 13 years ago, nearly 15 years ago,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
it makes sense. So I'm looking at movies like Black Panther that's just come out
Yep.
that you look at those first week grosses and it's amazing. Yeah. But it's not. Ticket prices are higher, but it still didn't make as much money as that first Black Panther. And the drop off that they're seeing right now is unbelievable. We're talking the 63 to 73% drop off.
That's a big drop off.
That's a massive drop off. So it's not going to make as much as the first Black Panther, yet they're charging more money for tickets.
Yep.
Supposedly, it's in the same vein as Thor and Doctor Strange. But Thor and Doctor Strange is going to perform better on the second week than this is, allegedly. So I don't know what's going to happen. Now, I don't think that's going to happen with Avatar. Because if Gen Z is involved and they're engaged and they're excited, my generation, T-Dog's generation, our generation, basically, we're going to keep that going then because we're excited for it.
Yeah.
So I think Cameron might just have a little hit on his hands.
I think so. It's funny to think of a movie going through generations.
Yeah. They are saying that this will have like a big opening, but it won't be the record-breaking opening. Like it's not on track to break records. And I don't think Cameron's expecting a record-breaking. Like they need to make $300 million,
Which they'll do.
plus another 300 mil for the marketing and shit like that. Like they're painting fucking pools and beaches and shit all over the world. You know what I mean? Like there's the pool at I think Cronulla or Man somewhere. I don't fucking know. Has a full Way of the Water shot of Kiri.
That's
painted on the bottom of it. So in aerial shots, you can see it. And then they've got like the fucking banshees and stuff painted on the sand in certain beaches. So they're trying to make an impact.
That's huge, actually.
Fuck. That just made me think, what if someone painted a shark on the bottom of a fucking pool just to scare people?
Fuck all that. I got scared of a dolphin on the bottom.
We used to have a dolphin on the bottom of our pool.
Yeah.
And it looked like a shark.
Fuck.
It was like a dolphin
Great
with
White
a
movie.
ball.
Yeah. I watched that Great White movie recently. But like, you know, the what's his face was the tension was really there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got a little DTV effort there.
Yeah. It's an Aussie movie though, so yeah. For my liking. More than any, to be honest. In class it as an Australian movie.
Needs to be at least 3 cunts in an Australian movie for it to be Australian. Start, middle, and finish.
The last word is cunt.
Yeah.
Cunt.
It's either that or it's like in New Jersey. For some reason they say the word over in New Jersey. It's wild. They must they just must be closer to New England and all that sort of places. So.
I think it's growing on the Yanks a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think so because
Yeah.
Calling my kids cunts.
But yeah, I'm super excited for Avatar, and yeah, we'll be there.
100%.
For sure. Disney, come through with those preview tickets, please. So we've had it rumored for years now, and we kind of we didn't want it to go ahead, but we're getting an Escape from New York remake, whether we like it or not.
God, we heard about this back when 300 came out. When 300 came out, there was already rumors saying that, hey, Gerard Butler is going to take over as Snake.
Yeah. And as soon as I pictured Gerard Butler with the long hair, I just laughed him out the room out my imagination.
Wondering why Snake is Scottish. Like it makes no sense. Yeah, expat now or something.
No way. We've got an import from Scotland. And then fucking Neil Marshall makes his Scottish Welsh version with Doomsday.
Doomsday, yeah.
Which is fire.
Mm.
Yeah.
Could have been a
love
Mad
doing
Max
things.
movie.
Love me
that
a
one,
little, yeah.
Rona Mitra.
Love me a little Rona Mitra as well.
Every time I watch
If
Shooter,
they if they ever fucked around and made that Modern Warfare movie, like back in the day, Gerard Butler could have been Soap.
I want
Oh,
what's his
yeah.
face is Soap. Soap is Soap.
Who's the actual Soap?
He is a
He's-
Neil Marshall.
Just,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
mm. Either that or I'd get Paul Bettany.
But isn't Soap? He's dark featured with a mohawk, right?
No, he's a white boy.
In
White
this
boy
one,
with a mohawk.
But like dark hair, dark eyes. Like he's not blonde hair, blue eyed.
No.
really? I
Yeah.
thought he had that Aryan look about him.
Nah, Price does.
Yeah.
Price as well had dark hair. But-
Didn't he have like almost the ginger blonde? You know when those blondos
That's what I thought
grow
as
their
well.
beard and it's kind of ginger?
Like Prince Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Harry.
Look, Ari, looking at photos now, I don't know. It looks like he's brunette, but he's got like the fucking ice blue eyes with the ice in his veins to match.
Okay. He
With the
does have
minge
blue
there.
eyes. All right. So the latest directors to possibly take on the picture are Radio Silence, who directed Scream and Ready or Not.
Mhm.
Where I
like
see it
both
kind of
those
fitting
movies.
in. What's that?
I like both those movies.
Yeah.
Same. Both fire. Where I see it kind of fitting in is that kind of horror tone that Escape from New York had when he's first exploring the city. And it kind of almost had like a little bit of the Warriors kind of in there, that grime, that dirt, not knowing what's actually out there in New York because Snake
Yeah.
hasn't been fucking around there.
It'd be nice to see that, but just on a bigger scale. Considering the budget that they had for Escape from New York, couldn't really do much, right? But if you were to amplify that, it'd be because New York is huge when you think about it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, can you imagine seeing people up in the skyscrapers, like
Yeah.
watching them and shit? It's
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Yeah. We've
so
only
they-
ever. Sorry, Doug. We've only ever seen like New York as a thingy, like in the day when it's been desolate, and that was I Am Legend. Never ever seen that shit at night proper. So it would be fucking weird.
Omega Man kind of had it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At night, sort of.
Yeah.
But that was an old movie as well.
Yeah.
Initial reports actually had Kurt Russell showing up in this shit, and I was like, why the fuck would you do a remake with Kurt Russell again?
Because maybe his son's gonna show up.
See, that'd fuck me over. I'd walk out the cinema if they did that shit.
If they got Wyatt.
Yeah, well, if Snake had a son,
Oh no. I was just gonna say like they should have just got Wyatt.
well, maybe that's where the lines get crossed. Maybe there is a Russell in there, but it's not Kurt. Maybe it
Yeah.
is Wyatt.
It's not. He
Said already.
They asked him. People have asked him already, and he was like, "That's the
Movie I'd ever make.
Yeah. But it's
Oh, yeah.
funny though, seeing Wyatt, because I'm rewatching Falcon and Winter Soldier with B, and Wyatt, you can see so much of his fucking dad in him when he talks. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
And what's his face as well, Overlord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually feel like watching Overlord again.
Got a bit of the Kurtz to him.
yeah." he does actually.
But then when Radio Silence's names were thrown into the mix there, they said Kurt Russell is not attached to this movie at all. So don't get your fucking hopes up.
I love that, man. Kurt Russell isn't attached. There isn't even a script to get him to read.
Yeah.
Come on. Who makes these things up? Seriously.
It's
where do they
probably
get it from?
just it's the fly on the wall from the fly on the wall. Like it's just bullshit slung on Twitter, and someone was like, you know what? This shit gospel, my guy. Can I just say on a tangent that the theme for the Warriors is perfect for a horror movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them synths is wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for what it could potentially be under Radio Silence because they do have they bring with them a tone and a feel and a kind of freeness, but they also have that horror elements and that tension locked in.
Yeah.
I like it.
100%. Hopefully, I just want to be able to feel the scale, but as
Mm.
well as that, have it be that intimate film as well, still.
Yeah, the breadth and the girth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I see them switching it up, to be honest. And I can see what's her name? Samara Weave.
Yeah.
That's in
Mhm.
Ready or Not. Snake. You know they'll switch it up.
True. Code name Cobra. Alrighty. So we got news that Armor Wars was moving from being like a TV series on Disney Plus to being like a full-on film now. And we finally got some reasoning behind that as well. So Nate Moore was on the Town podcast and he was explaining all of it. And he basically just said, look, it all came down to what we wanted to show with this idea and this concept, but being sort of locked behind a budget. Because if we did this with like a Marvel TV series, you know that like the budget isn't really there behind it. Like it would still be good, but if we put it down to something more like a film, we could do a lot more with it and it would look really good.
Yeah.
So that's not too bad. Like after seeing sorry, that's Ironheart. I'm thinking of something else, but it'll be good to see Don Cheadle again. Like I keep forgetting that it's Cheadle.
Yeah.
And then having him sort of lead this moving forward as well. Be mad to see where he is because he says this is going to be like a rebirth for Rhodey because we get to see him off duty.
Yeah.
He
Could be
deserves.
cool.
Go on.
Which could be cool to see him off duty, or they could just throw a big fuckero like they did She-Hulk. But you need some proper writing in there. Give me proper fucking writing.
You got Cheadle. You need something good for Cheadle as well.
Well, I always seen him as like a mentor to Riri in a way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like if there was someone to share Stark technology with, it would be her.
True.
What about Morgan?
I mean, you know,
Who's got
He's
happy?
Actually,
just throwing motherfuckers like Stark tech. Like, has Morgan earned it?
Here's your stock tech for the day.
Like how the fuck did Cassie
She's
Lang
smarter than
build
us.
a?
then Morgan's probably smarter than her.
Probably, but like so far in the MCU, she hasn't earned it. Just like Cassie. Like, what the fuck did Cassie do to build now a satellite that goes into the fucking quantum realm? You're gonna fill in the blanks on that one?
You seen what it got? It got them Kang. She fucked
I
up
know.
big time.
Oh yeah, big time. What, you weren't gonna consult the one person that went to the fucking quantum realm? The one person was right there. Like, not even.
Yeah. I don't know. Like this could be the new like Tony Stark and Obadiah Stane as well, if you consider Riri and Morgan and how that might play out. Because I know Riri has Ironheart, which is completely separate, but then moving forward as well. And as well as that, with Pepper having her own suit too. Like, what's the go here with everything going on? Yeah.
Did that shit just get confiscated?
Badly, along with
We're in
all of the Stark tech got confiscated in No Way Home. Not No Way Home, Far From Home.
Yeah. Yeah.
So nobody
Yeah.
nobody got Stark tech anymore. I was laughing before because I was like, they couldn't get a word in because Hank Pym was catching up on old times.
Still looking good after that quantum. Then I went at it like fucking Basic Instinct. Got the
Jesus.
fucking vibes back.
Full disclosure in this match.
I know. Man was kicking that fucking telephone booth open again.
Letting all of his particles fly.
The pimp particle is present, baby.
The pimp
What are the
particle.
growth
You know the vibes.
the localized
Never
growth
show.
one.
It's just an ointment.
That's messed up. The ointment would be so disgusting. To, like, put that fucking like thicker, viscous Vaseline on your soft penis.
Can you imagine walking in on someone doing that shit with his fingers, where you can see the shit separate when he opens them?
Big blue dong just
What happens? Do you have to separate it from the ball so that they don't like grow as well?
Fucking elephantitis.
This I would be launching loads.
Fucking hell.
doing for real. All right. So the beard, my man Spielberg. His new movie hasn't even dropped yet, and he's working on the next one. So you know how he gets down. All right. So supposedly he is going to make a Bullet movie. So this is Bullet. Steve McQueen famously played him with possibly the greatest car in all of movie history. It's the '68 Mustang, I'm pretty sure. Either that or 67, because the movie came out in '68, and it is excellent. But he's going to make a new Bullet film. It's not going to be a remake of Bullet. So Bullet was originally based on a book called The Mute Witness, I'm pretty sure, back in the day. I started watching it yesterday. But his Bullet, and Bradley Cooper is going to don the blue, the tweed slacks and that jacket with the patches on the elbows, and he is going to jump into that '68 Mustang and become Bullet for Steven Spielberg. Fire.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
I do.
Same, man.
He's tall. He's tall, but he's not as tall as Steve McQueen, because Steve McQueen was tall. What's his face? He cuts his hair.
Yeah.
That's the only other thing.
Period. Or not period. I didn't
would have to be
read
period then.
like I'm hoping it's period.
Like, it's because Bullet is set in that 67, 68 range.
So if they would have said it,
Maybe in the 70s, his style might change a little, but it'd just be maybe that jacket would be leather now instead of. You know what I mean? And yeah. In the 70s, the music was better and everything. Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking for.
Could be iconic.
It was pretty good. What I was watching.
Does it play like Dirty Harry, or is it different?
No.
Like the vibe and the tone of it.
What it does, because Lalo Schifrin did the music for this as well. So
it's got that music,
those musical cues like Harry, but it's
Yeah.
he's a cop that gets.
Yeah, check it out. He's a cop that gets really good press. This senator comes and says, "Look, you need to look after this witness." But it's weird. The senator's really, really funny and weird about the whole thing. And then these dudes come into the apartment where cops is looking after the witness. They shoot the cop in the leg. They shoot the witness, and everything goes sideways after that. Like, it's bloody as well. Like, dude, like, and then the guy shoots him with a shotgun, but you see and there's blood there, but then you see the blood smack up and everything against the wall and everything. I was surprised.
Jesus.
Yeah. It'd be cool if like Spielberg did like a full R-rated version of.
I'm hoping like the material lends itself to that. If that is the case. And it's Don
He's-
Siegel, the original, isn't it?
No,
Oh,
Siegel didn't do Bullet.
but it's the 70s, right? So I mean, we're guesstimating that it's the 70s. So with the 70s comes like blowing up in the 80s, but in the 70s you had that cocaine going around, and
Yeah.
you had the heroin, which was massive.
yeah.
So that'd be cool.
I'm in, man.
Yeah, I guess down.
All right. Our last piece of news for the night. Joseph Quinn, who played Eddie in Stranger Things season 4, has been tapped by Peter Sarnoz, I want to say, who directed Pig, to star in the Quiet Place prequel. So he's going to be playing opposite Lupita Nyong'o, which is fire. Yeah. I totally forgot that she was going to be in the prequel. So hopefully she sticks around, because it's been delayed.
Mm.
Like, it's been delayed from 2023 to 2024. No
keep
story
on
details
thinking-
as of yet.
I keep on thinking, oh yeah, this guy's gonna play young what's his face, Krasinski, and then I'm like,
No, because none of this shit
would be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Because when they experience it in A Quiet Place Part 2, that's day one for them. But day one in
Yeah.
a different part of the country,
Mm.
it's pretty crazy.
That'd be
Yeah.
This
day one,
Like
those early days would be awesome. Trying to figure out what they're hearing and all that sort of stuff, and
how to fight
them,
them.
how to kill them. That'd be awesome. And what
that's
they
right.
need to do.
Because in A Quiet Place Part 2, I thought they figured that out pretty quickly in terms of don't make any sound. It can sense when you make sound. When they're hiding in that cafe at the start, the very
Yeah.
start bit.
Mm.
So it'd be cool to sort of see that expanded in this one. I like this Joseph Quinn. I've always
So-
liked Lupita. And
Yeah.
I've always liked Lupita even more since Wakanda Forever in those outfits.
Did you see Lupita training for Wakanda Forever?
No.
To swim. She's in a big old bathing suit. She got the yams, my friend.
Champion.
It's amazing.
Really is.
Mm.
But that's it for the news this week. What did you think of Toledo King there, Victor?
I enjoyed Tulsa King, man. For the first episode, I saw Michael Francis his review and saying that it was trash, but it's just not real. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed seeing the character outside of Rocky and being an action hero, and
Yeah.
Serious, which I think he should have
been
been.
playing for a long time. He's got the range to.
Yeah.
He just never does it for some strange reason.
Hmm.
Good. I mean, in those first in the and that he's gone away, he's kept his a good capo should. He was a capo when he went away, and when he comes and then gets shafted.
Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't see Tulsa as the fucking payoff he was expecting.
As
I
just
liked it
deserves
for the most
that he
part.
deserves.
Yeah. But the only thing that kind of held me back from enjoying it was that they moved a bit too quickly in terms of setting him up in Tulsa, like especially with the dispensary and taking over there, and like him kind of figuring out who the people that he can trust is without knowing the lay of the land. That's the
Yeah.
only thing. Like, it felt like a GTA mission and how you
Yeah.
start GTA.
Mm.
Before he goes on and does the other character missions and side quests and stuff.
Yeah.
But like you said, I'm enjoying Stallone himself being a character that's operating like like really in the shadows and in that gray area that he hasn't really delved into since like The Specialist or in this vein, Get Carter.
Yeah, yeah.
Goes straight into
Action movie.
Yeah.
Maybe Copland. Copland. Yeah.
Mm.
movie at the end.
Yeah.
Always
We'll see how
turns
this
into an
one
action
plays out. I'm
movie.
gonna give it 3.
Yeah. I like that he addressed his age as well. He's not playing someone younger. He's playing a
Yeah.
77-year-old, which means that dude was
Very
doing
in shape
dirt
77-year-old.
extremely.
The way it is.
So dude was doing dirt in his 50s because he went away for 25 years, man.
Yeah.
To get put away
right.
for 25 years, you either need to get caught with a big amount of drugs.
Hmm.
He did kill someone because he says at the table, "You and I liked him, but you told me to, so I did it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to expect at this point because like I don't know, it seems like he doesn't want to be there. He's hating the new regime that's kind of operating, and like he's getting found out by the feds. Like they're monitoring him now because he fucked one of their agents as well.
That he did. Put that bitch to sleep. But yeah, I'm gonna give it 3. See how they go. It's bloody what's his face? It's Terrence Winter and it's Taylor Sheridan. So
Yeah.
it's gonna pick up. It's not
And I'm
like that
sure
first episode of Sopranos that was just amazing.
Yeah.
Is the other day. It's amazing.
Well, that had the hooks in straight away.
The fact that you see him have that panic attack in there, and then he's waiting in the room, and he's like, and whatnot, and you can see, like, with him talking to her, just the him. But I love the what's his face. And this associate of mine has been saying some really, really bad things about me, and I don't really want to go into it now. And she's like, wait. That if you hurt someone, or you're going to tell me that you hurt someone, I have an obligation to tell the police. And he's like, we just, and you see him run the so over with Chrissy's car. Episode TV, like straight up.
Yeah. There was other shit that we got this week as well. We got that Emancipation trailer, which I think it looks fire. Doesn't really change anything from that first trailer. It just expands upon the journey. More of Ben Foster's character. Ben Foster's about to be the most hated man ever.
He has been. I believe that this trailer gave away a little too much, man. We seen him in the north in a uniform. Yeah. To see that means he gets out of the damn swamp.
But that is like the origins of this story is through that though, because of the picture.
Yeah, but still,
like that's I know for anyone that didn't know the story, and I don't even really know the story that well.
I've seen the pictures though.
Yeah. It's fucked up shit, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man. December 9th on Apple Plus. Indy 5 got some first look finished stills from the movie.
Why
and
does
they
Harrison
look
Ford
fucking crazy?
Not look that old? You notice that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they touched him up or whatnot. There is going to be that de-aging thing that they do in it.
Yeah.
But like
that old.
Nah, not in the face. I don't know about the movement. If he comes out with that fucking Irishman movement, I'm out.
Hmm.
He's gonna take me out.
Don't say that, God.
If he
Movement
beats
was
someone up and he's
disgusting.
shaking his fist like that over him.
That's fucked up.
I don't think Bob was in shape. If Bob had gotten in shape, it would have been better.
Yeah. Yeah.
If De Niro had gotten into immaculate, like he's in really good shape in the movie with Stallone,
Grudge match.
Grudge Match.
Yeah.
Shape. If he had kept that shape, it wouldn't have looked so funny.
Yeah. I don't
Couldn't
know.
move like that.
But in Grudge Match, he was actually boxing with Stallone.
Yeah.
Mm.
We'll see what Bobby D has to offer next. But so far, I'm liking the look of it. We get to see shots from the ticker tape parade for what looks to be the Apollo launch. So this movie looks to center around that Apollo launch and focus on the ex-Nazis that have defected to the US to help with NASA and to get the space race going.
Mm.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
based in
Well, when the
based in
Nazis are
reality.
involved.
Yeah, you know how it gets down, dog. Like
Yeah.
movie. It'd
Yeah.
been forgotten it. Yeah. Where's Kanye?
Oh.
He's been a mainstay with like those Nazis since the start. So it sort of happened. You get a little bit of it with the Russians in what's his face, but it's just not the same.
Kingdom
The
of the
Crystal
it's
Skull.
not.
It's not the same.
Yeah. But for Indy to see that reprise, like against them, like I thought you motherfuckers was finished.
I thought I finished yous.
Yeah. Time to fuck them up again. And then the last thing that kind of stood out to me was Hemsworth getting that early diagnosis that, hey, he's got these same things in his DNA that will give him Alzheimer's later on in life.
So
And for
Gene,
him saying,
you can do the test.
yeah. And him saying, I'm going to take like a big hiatus from acting just to sort myself out. But a big part of this is now stress management. I only want to work with people that empower me and relieve the stress from the set, because that's what he loved about George Miller. But also fitness, sleep, and like meditation and well-being and stuff.
Yeah.
It's wild because he's had a massive tear. Like he might not have the hits and whatnot, solo and other projects outside of Marvel, but he's been a busy man.
I don't know.
In Extraction, I hate to bring up Extraction again, but you know, Extraction was most watched movie ever on Netflix. I think if they were to have released Extraction at cinema.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
Test on?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got that test on.
So would I.
Maybe we all get it done together and then just reveal the results on the pod.
Yeah.
And we'll all probably be negative.
Yeah.
We don't go out like that.
Yeah.
We go.
Yeah, that's all the other
Bloody.
Jesus. That's all the other extra stuff I had.
Is there anything
that kind of
else?
stuck out to me.
I swear there was something that I was looking at that I've forgotten about.
There was heaps of news that dropped.
Yeah, there was, but
Constantine 2 could be rated
Yes.
R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Francis Lawrence wants to go for that because the first one he shot at PG-13, but then got rated an R later on. So now he wants to go back and do the sequel proper.
Which is
I'm 100% fine with that.
the other thing that I saw was the around and suing the Rust crew.
Couldn't take it. Fuck, he couldn't take it.
Mm.
So is
It's
he now
not-
coming
it's-
back to finish the movie while suing them?
You'd
hope
hope
he
you had
had
a different prop master and all those safety guys on set.
Fuck.
If he had turned around and sued them
Since before this
the defamation, not
defamation,
before the murder case,
has been put forth.
it would have looked so much
Yeah.
better.
Mm.
Like just looked so much better. And if he had won that case,
Ooh,
but now it becomes a bloody she said, but I suppose he can prove it as well.
Yeah.
And the reports are using that same gun to shoot on set, just like shoot stuff on set. So obviously
yeah, that prop
master was not doing her.
That's right. As prop master, you check every weapon that's on there. Like it was
Yeah.
already at a higher risk than normal because they had actual guns on set.
Mm-hmm.
in the gun.
Who wasn't the prop master said it was a cold weapon.
It's a cold weapon.
And they have that footage, fortunately, because she
Yeah.
would.
Fucking hell.
Mm,
I hate that whole shit.
so
Channing Tatum is going to star in a David Leitch film, which is exciting as well. Red shirt. The only thing, the big red flag to me was Simon Kinberg wrote the
Ooh.
story for this one. Yeah.
Let's just
hope that Leach sort of rewrites it himself like he usually does.
Yeah. They're saying it's a James
Why not?
Bond spin.
Yeah, but if it's like a Bond spin, I'd be down for that. You got the COVIDs over there, guy?
Nah, I don't think so. I know. I've
Remember,
just been having this dry cough. It's a seasonal change.
pretty
Mm.
tested positive, huh?
You know me.
I tested myself, by the way. I am negative, so we're all good.
Same.
Yeah. I'll give myself a little test there.
Yeah, give yourself a little test off, just in case.
Yeah.
Little 7 days off, guy.
This guy. Have you seen those videos where I was like, do I get a holiday this week? Does the COVID test? Oh, fuck. But yeah, those are the biggest stories, I think, of the week.
Yeah.
We'll probably get more marketing and whatnot ramping up for Avatar.
We supposedly get an Indiana Jones trailer this week, so
We do too.
they said
Which
end
I'm
of the
excited for.
yeah, either that or end of the month. They said we'll get one.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you see the poster for Empire? The cover, sorry.
Yeah. That was
a
fucking mad.
nuclear weapon going off in New York City, man?
I don't know way.
It looks
I
so
couldn't-
weird.
I thought it was the launch.
Maybe it is the launch, but the launch isn't there in New York City.
No. So maybe there's like the MacGuffin of the film.
It's in Cape Canaveral, is where they do the launches.
Mm.
I know because of Men in Black 3.
It's funny that Men in Black 3 had that very specific bit of information.
Well, it had to. It coincided with exactly the same thing. The launch of the space shuttle to the moon,
That's true.
the Apollo mission. Anyway,
All right, that is a wrap.
Mhm.
Catch us on Thursday for thoughts on the finale for Andor.
Didn't it finish?
Nah, it's got one more. Got one more.
What was the last one?
Nah,
Yeah.
it's 12. That was episode 11.
Mhm.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll catch you then. Thank you to everyone that's watching live.
Violent
Oh
Night?
yes, we got yeah, Violent Night's on the 30th,
Oh,
which is the week after.
It's a week after.
Yeah, we got two
Hell am I
weeks for
talking about?
Violent Night.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll let you know about the screening of Violent Night.
Mm.
But yeah, love yourself, love movies.
Vape more, smoke less,